So, an update on the tower garden. The arugula flowers just keep pumping out, and they are quite tasty. There's hardly any arugula itself, but also known as rocket for my friends down under. That and this kale. I just made some juiced up some kale and beets and carrots and ginger and I can't believe how amazing these kale plants are. They just keep producing. And hey, Dane, nice to see you. It was good to hear about what your talk about your mom and your father and your realizations there. That was really amazing. Hey, Sauve, nice to see you. Yeah, so look at all this kale. So if you want some kale for smoothies or to juice, let me know because I have an overabundance of it. And this was part of a savory lettuce mix, and it is some kind of Chinese green, and it is so tasty. I'm loving this stuff. And I've got a little bit of watercress that came back in, and some really nice. Oh, time to trim that off. Some really nice basil, smaller leaf basil. I like the wider leaf basil, but got to get the. Just a friend was calling me from Australia. So cool that we're in the middle of the live here, so can't take a call. Hey, Sepia, lovely to see you. It's been a while. This red chard has been just phenomenal. Super tasty. It seems to be resistant to the bugs. I've had cabbage worms in here. In fact, you can see. Let's see. Here's a little bit of the damage, but overall, I mean, they just keep coming back in. Gorgeous. And these pieces down in here, they got chewed up pretty good. But I've been mostly just washing them off and then using neem oil, and that seems to take care of the cabbage worms. I do have a little mildew, which is concerning me a bit on the lower chard. And for some reason, the rainbow chard is a little more susceptible to it. The cabbage worms were liking to use the leaves to wrap up in to make their cocoons, but overall, the plant's still doing quite nicely. Of the numerous plants, there's like 3 or 4 different plants in there, and so I need to deal with the mildew. It's time to use the neem and. Let's see, what's the alkaline? So that seems to work on them. Damien, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in years. How is it going? How are you loving yourself today? I'm loving myself by sharing my tower garden. Again, the basil. And I have plenty of basil to make a nice pesto. This guy, this was actually, it's a lettuce. It was one of those living lettuces. And I actually planted it in here, and along here we had a lot of lovely lettuce, and then I let it go to seed when I went to Hawaii, and it's just kind of a weed now, and it is actually going to seed. You've got some flowers and you've got some seeds getting ready to fly there, so that's just a living lettuce head, butter lettuce. So just some random things that added to the tower. There's a lot of places. Oh, this parsley in here, I actually pulled it off of the main parsley plant, which is down in here behind the arugula and underneath all of the kale, and I accidentally pulled it out down in here, and it didn't quite have a root, but I stuck it in there, and it's going to take off. It's going to be a plant. And I let the parsley go to seed too. We have lots of parsley seeds here. And I was eating some of these, the green ones. So this is the tower garden that has been going quite strong for quite some time. And one of the things I love about it is you just, it's plugged in. It has a pump that pumps the water up and up into this cap area. And so the water comes up in here, and then it goes down past the roots. So it's called aeroponic, not hydroponic, because the roots are actually in the air. And yeah, some yummy stuff. So I'm looking at, hi there, new haircut, really short, pixie. I'm gonna need a hat. It's cold here. I know it's not cold compared to Montana or many other places, but it's 363 days, or is it 62? I don't know. I think that I wrote the wrong thing down when I put this in, but it's how many days do we have left in the year? Today's the 28th, so we have 29th, 30th. Yeah, so 362 is today. Yeah, of 365 days doing this self-love challenge, this self-love experience. And the thing I was thinking about is like, oh, I'm just so done. And then I was like, hey, what's the purpose behind this? The purpose behind it is to love and to be aware instead of like being put upon, like something that you have to do. And I choose to continue this commitment that I've made to myself. So kind of shifted my energy around it. It's like, okay, I get to go and do another video. Not I have to. So I get to do this video and share my tower garden with you and ask you, how are you loving yourself today? And what have you done that lit you up? What small things can you do or say to yourself or think about or write down that allow you to know that you are loved by the person you're the closest to? It's really good to start with self-love. And absolutely, relationships are so important. And that's one reason why I do the work I do with clearing relationships and helping create relationships that stand the test of time, radiant relationships that stand the test of time. It's just so needed. And it's kind of like, bringing more joy to the world. I'm always trying to do those things and make people happy. And there's new things coming up in 2019. But the core of it is creating the radiant relationships that stand the test of time. That's my mission, and we'll be doing things from. So I have products coming up, online products coming up at a variety of price points. Still loving working with people one-on-one. So if the holidays showed you that there is some relationship baggage that it would be really helpful to have some support with, I am still taking, actually I have a couple of people that just graduated, so I have space for some one-on-one clients. So if you want to have a conversation, just PM me and we can set up a time, or you can go to radiantrelationship.com and that just ties directly into my calendar, and pick a time that works for you. As long as you make the call or schedule it this year, you'll get this year's prices. If you wait until next year, it'll be next year's prices. So you might want to take some action. And radiantrelationship.com goes to my calendar. As long as you schedule it this year, you get this year's prices. You can schedule it for next year, but as long as you get it scheduled this year, like today. Hey, Jeff Oak, really good to see you. All right, that's about all I have for today. How am I living myself? Well, sharing my tower garden. I talked with friends. I got Pixie, had a fun conversation with my hairdresser, hairstylist. I've been walking the dog a lot. having a dog to walk, even for a short period of time. It's good. You see things in the neighborhood that you wouldn't normally see, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be getting the walks, and it's a good thing to have an animal that needs care and support. And love. Lots and lots of love. All right. Enjoy your last Friday of the year of 2018, and I will talk with you tomorrow on day 363. And go love yourself. Seriously. Whatever it takes. Whether it's good food, a bath, writing yourself a love note, giving yourself that face hold. Whatever works for you to show yourself that you're loved, go do it now.